Have you been dating this great guy for months now, but still aren't sure if he loves you? How can you even tell if his feelings for you are genuine love or if it's just an attraction? The answer to these questions is right in front of your eyes. When a guy truly loves someone, he gives many clear signs that go beyond words, and you can easily see through them if you know what to look for. That's why in the next few minutes, I shall reveal 10 psychologically proven signs that a guy gives when he is madly in love. This awareness will help you clear doubts and enhance your love life to a more romantic and happy one. Let's begin. Number 10. Display affection in public. Have you ever noticed your man holding your hand, giving you hugs, or stealing quick kisses in public? Well, if yes, this isn't just a cute move. It tells a lot more about his true feelings for you. When a guy truly loves you, he shows his affection in public. But what does true love have anything to do with it in public? Well, let me answer this with a quick example. Imagine you guys are sitting in a park and enjoying each other's company. While talking, he reaches for your hand and holds onto it for no reason. Or maybe he just grabs you from the shoulder and politely pulls you closer. Or maybe he fixes your scarf, displaying affection while talking to you. This may look like a normal thing to do as a couple, but in public, when people might be watching, this is an open declaration of his love. You see, when a guy truly loves you, he doesn't care about what people might think of him. The feeling of being judged doesn't affect him at all. He openly declares that you are his girl and everyone should know about it. Displaying his affection is even more powerful when it is done in front of family or friends. This means that he lets everyone know that he is not playing around and is fully committed to you. Now, what you may need to know is that some guys might be a little hesitant to display their affection in public. It could be because the environment that they grew up in, so you might find your man to be hesitant to do it. Don't take it personally. There are a lot more signs that can reveal that your man's love is true for you. Number 9. Introduces you to important people. Does your man feel excited to introduce you to his close people? And does he do it passionately? Or does it feel like he's hesitant to do it? Like he tries to avoid you from his family or friends? If your answer is that he feels excited, well, that could mean your man is deeply and truly in love with you. But if he hesitates, then he could have mixed feelings about this relationship. Understand this concept like this. Assume he gets a call from his home and gets the good news that his sister gave birth to a beautiful baby, and he must go visit them. Well, after the call, he felt so excited about going there, but then he suddenly asked you to go with him. Now, when you go there with him, the whole family is there to welcome the baby. Now, this is when he introduces you as his girlfriend to everyone, from his parents to even the newborn baby. He did it so warmly that you can literally see his love for you. The reason for giving you this example is to imagine how true love is so open. A guy who is temporarily hanging out with you never introduces you to important people because he doesn't want to face questions later on when he is not with you. But a guy who introduces you to his family and friends literally announces that you are his other half for life. So when you see your man introducing you to other people, here are some tips to keep in mind. Don't say no to him when he asks you to meet certain people, because this could hurt him badly. Don't try too hard to impress. Just be yourself. If his mom wants to chat about her favorite recipes or his friends are geeking out about a new show, lean into it. Number 8. Trust. Does your man make you feel like you're the only person that he can trust? Or does he seem distant and closed off when it comes to his feelings? If he's open with you, sharing his thoughts and secrets without hesitation, well, that's a sign that he's falling for you in a real way. But if he's always guarding his emotions and keeping you at arm's length, well, then it's a red flag that he might not be fully invested. Think about how that feels when a guy doesn't hold anything back, when he's not afraid to let you see his vulnerable side. It's a huge sign that he sees you as someone important in his life. And a guy who keeps things locked away from you might be afraid of getting hurt. But a guy who's ready to share everything with you, well, that's love in action. So here's the best way to respond when he trusts you with his heart. Be supportive and show that you appreciate his openness. Don't brush off his feelings or make light of them. Instead, be a safe space where he feels heard and understood. Trust isn't just about sharing, it's also about how you react. When he knows he can rely on you, his love for you will grow even deeper. Number 7. He encourages you. Did it ever occur to you that when you were in the downs of your life is when he appeared as your biggest supporter? Maybe you lost your job or were having a hard time handling your new business setup and wanted to quit when he encouraged you to keep going. If your man does this and encourages you in different aspects of your life, well then it's a clear sign of true love. Here is how this works. When we love someone, we want to see them happy. Consider your siblings as an example. Wouldn't you want your brothers or sisters to be happy? Wouldn't you encourage them to fight for their dreams, and wouldn't you appear as their biggest motivator? A man who loves you sees you in exactly the same way. He wants you to be successful and happy no matter what, and that's why he would do everything to encourage you to recover from your loss and start all over again. And remember, this encouragement doesn't have to be grand or for important matters only. It could be about everyday small matters. Like if you are going to an interview, he would send you a good luck message and tell you to nail the interview. If you end up burning a meal, well, he'll tell you that he still loves your cooking and would only encourage you to keep cooking for him. And if you get into a fight with one of your friends, well, he's going to encourage you to talk to her and set things straight. These tons of little encouragements in everyday life are just one of the many signs of his true love. Number 6. He fixes himself up when you appear. Now let's look at body language for a sign of his true love that you might be missing again and again. Let's remember those moments when you see each other for the first time in a day. What happens is more apparently noticeable and clear. What happens is he sees you and he fixes himself up in every possible way. Understand it like this. Imagine you're at a social event and you spot him making a quick adjustment to his clothing. For instance, he might run his fingers through his hair to smooth it down or straighten his shirt or jacket to make sure it looks just right. He could also adjust his posture, standing up straighter or shifting his stance to seem more confident. Sometimes he might fiddle with his accessories, like tweaking with his watch, or just to be on the safe side, he might even sneak in a quick breath check or pop in a mint to freshen up. This sign is so obvious, even you can feel he is doing it as soon as he sees you. But why though? Well, you see, guys want to present the best version of themselves in front of the person that they love. If you go on a date, he will prepare things beforehand. But if he catches you in an unexpected place, well, he will do whatever is possible at that time, which is probably fixing up himself as soon as he looks at you. He's going to want to make sure that he smells good, his shirt is properly tucked in, and his hairstyle is not messed up, and his posture is correct. Number 5. He remembers important dates. Ladies, I want you to imagine something. Assume it's your birthday tomorrow, and as soon as the clock hits 12, you receive this message of "Happy birthday, love," with a big heart. He might even surprise you by being at your place with some unique gifts. This is an example of remembering dates. While many guys sometimes miss their own birthdays, when they are truly in love, they always remember every important date that is somehow related to you or the relationship. Like there could be other dates besides his birthday. They also never forget any date that you tell them. Like if you tell your man that there is a concert coming up on the 5th next month and your favorite singer will be there, well, he appears on the exact date with 2 tickets for the concert. He may also remember the first day that you guys met, the day he proposed to you, or the day you guys went on a first date. But what's the relation of true love with these dates? Well, you see, when someone truly loves a person, it's more than just making calendars and setting reminders on mobile phones. Those guys want to remember every moment they had with you or are going to have with you. Every detail matters to him, including those significant or even insignificant dates. By remembering and celebrating these dates, they show that they're paying attention, valuing the special moments with you. Number 4. He brags about himself in front of you. Have you ever been around a guy who just can't stop talking about how amazing he is? He talks like he is on top of the world, or he is way too different from the rest of the world. This can be very cool sometimes, but also can be very weird at others, especially when he brags way too much. But most importantly, it is a subtle sign that he truly loves you. For example, If he is a tall guy, he will brag a lot about his height. That doesn't mean that he will look down on others, but you will notice him enjoying himself while talking about his height. If he focuses on his fitness, he will brag a lot about how he has been hitting the gym for like 5 years and has been eating clean to stay that fit. Some guys talk about their financial achievements, others might talk about how disciplined they are in everyday life. So, here is what they hope to get by bragging. It's pretty simple, they want to stand out. By highlighting their achievements and qualities, they're hoping to set themselves apart from the competition. It's a way of saying, look at me, I'm someone worth noticing. All this simply means that they want to make a good impression on you by displaying their qualities in front of you and proving to you that he is a good fit for a partner. They try to build a narrative where they're the hero, and the guy who's got it all together, well, they can offer you something special. So here's a tip for you. Let him be your hero, and don't try to undermine him or to highlight his flaws when he awkwardly brags about himself, because after all, he is doing it to show his love for you, albeit indirectly. Number 3. He compromises. Have you ever noticed your man compromising so many times just to protect the relationship? I mean, if you think about it, he always adjusts his plans for you. He's always intentionally losing the arguments so that you don't get impulsive. He misses his plans with his friends for you. He takes your preferences over his own when you want to watch a movie or while ordering food together. He always spends a lot on you, even when he doesn't have much to spend on himself. If your man does all this for you, then it's a crystal clear sign that he is truly in love with you. And why is this a sign of true love? Well, you ladies see, people, especially men, don't easily compromise on things because most guys have big egos, and they don't always afford to get their pride hurt. But when someone bigger is at stake, then even the toughest ones can melt down. When a guy truly loves you, he can compromise to any extreme just to keep you happy. It means that they value your feelings, your needs, and your happiness as much as their own. So when you see your man compromise, never make this common mistake. Don't weaponize this behavior against him. I mean, many women intentionally push their guys to compromise and get what they want, which is wrong on so many levels. Remember, compromise goes both ways for a relationship to thrive, and if you use this against him, well, he will eventually get tired of you. So respect his decisions and let him compromise in his own way without pushing it on him to do so. Number 2. He plans future events with you. Now, let me ask you something, ladies. Does your guy talk about the future with you, or does it seem like he's only focused on the present? If he includes you in his plans for the future, whether it's a year from now or 10 years down the road, that's a clear sign that he's deeply in love with you. But if he avoids talking about the future or keeps everything vague, well, it might mean that he's not ready to fully commit. Here's the thing, when a guy is truly in love, he wants to make sure that you're a part of his future. Now, it's not just about living in the moment, it's about planning together, thinking about how your lives will unfold, and making decisions with you in mind. For example, maybe you've talked about where you want to live or how many kids you might want, or even what career changes that you're both considering. He's not just talking about what he wants for himself. He's sharing those thoughts with you and seeing how you both will fit into those plans. Future planning goes beyond just making big decisions. It's also the smaller details. Maybe he's asking you about your dreams, your long-term goals, or how you envision your life together. Maybe he's making sure to align his choices with yours, from the trips you'll take together to the decisions that will affect both you and him down the line. Number 1. He doesn't hide anything from you. Now, last but not least, a guy truly loves when he shares everything about his life with you, including his past, previous relationships, insecurities, achievements, goals, and every bit of details about everything. And if your man does the same, this is one of the most powerful signs of his true love. Let's look at the psychological reason of why sharing everything reflects his love. One reason is that he has no reason to hide anything. And if you were a temporary girlfriend, well then he wouldn't share anything. But if he sees you as his partner for life, then you are supposed to know everything. It's not about keeping his private life completely open, but about creating trust and security between you two. He tells you everything because he expects encouragement and support in return. He wants you to be his vulnerable space where he can commit himself and recover from all the problems of his life. That's what a man expects from his true love. So remember these things in your life. When he shares something unexpected, don't judge him, and try to stay calm yourself as well as try to comfort him. The more open and transparent that he is, the more he's investing in building a strong, lasting connection with you. That level of openness is what sets the stage for a healthy, loving relationship. And with that, let's end today's video here. Please like and subscribe to our channel and help us make more informative videos on relationships. Please share your thoughts and ask questions in the comment sections.